Hey, Matt Johnson here with Ice Team. You know, we get often asked, why partner with Grizzly Coolers? How does that partnership work? You're an ice fishing company, and it's a cooler. Well, let me show you how and why we use these coolers in the wintertime, and then talk about some of the options these ones have. We just came off a really awesome ice fishing season. The lakes are starting to melt, things are starting to open up, we're starting to transition into spring, but it was a long ice fishing season. We saw all kinds of conditions, from extreme cold to blustery winds to tons of snow and everything in between. For starters, I'm going to tell you, these Grizzly Coolers, you think of a cooler and right away you think, oh, I got to keep my drinks cold, right? You think of summer application. But these coolers are designed really to insulate, and insulation works two different ways. It can keep things cold and it can keep things from freezing. So these coolers worked well this winter for us to keep our sodas, our drinks, our live bait nice and neat on the ice in extremely harsh cold conditions. If I was just to throw my minnows in a bucket, they are one solid chunk of ice. Now I use this 20 series Grizzly to store my sucker minnows, my fat heads, whatever it might be. We also use these coolers. This big 100 series here next to us is from Took Some Abuse. We use it to keep our fish alive for photo shoots. We in fact use this as a live well. We use this to store our fish to bring back to base camp, to cut them up for a nice meal. We pack this thing with sodas, with lunches, and again, when I close this down, strap it shut, even in cold conditions, my stuff isn't freezing up near as fast as if I kept it in a generic cooler, a bucket, a lunch pail. This is keeping my stuff from freezing up. So when it comes to ice fishing in winter in cold conditions, these coolers act as an insulation property so your stuff doesn't freeze up. You'll see a lot of our team members rocking these hard-sided options. Durable, you can take the Abuse, you can throw them in the back of your truck, all that kinds of stuff. Super effective. Now, as we move into open water season, most of our guys and gals, in fact, I should say all of our guys and gals on the ice team are fishing in the summer months. They're guides, they're tournament anglers, they have TV shows, they do all kinds of stuff. So they're taking these Grizzly Coolers and applying them to open water use. So the same hard-sided coolers we used for ice fishing, you can take into your boat. You can load down your snacks, your drinks, again, makeshift live wells, whatever it might be. Now it's keeping your stuff cool. Cool thing too is these are rugged, they're built tough. So you have various size coolers. I can use these as an additional step, a casting platform to my boat. They're rugged, I can stand on them, you can position them in the boat the way you want. They come in a variety of different colors and models and makes. And then you have the soft-sided Drifter series. This is the 12 in my hand. It also comes in the 20, a little larger. So if you're a kayak angler, if you're in a canoe, if you're walking to a fishing spot, if you're taking this to work for lunches, very versatile. I've seen these really take on heavily. A lot of popularity, a lot of features and functions inside these Drifter series. So now you have an option that's soft-sided for quicker, more efficient type situations. Like I said, lots of cool options. There's all kinds of cool ways to use your cooler from Grizzly. In fact, Drew, this is his personal 15 series hard-sided. He's got something special he's working on with this one. I'll let him tell you exactly what he's got cooking.
So as much as I love ice fishing, you know, we've done a lot of it this year. I've been dreaming about getting in the boat and going sturgeon fishing. If you're going sturgeon fishing, you're probably going to want a lot of night crawlers. So you can either buy, 12 at a time in a little foam puck at your bait shop, or you can load up. Just this week I bought a flat of crawlers. It's like roughly 500. When you got 500 crawlers, you want to keep them alive. There is no better way to keep your crawlers alive than inside a Grizzly cooler. Not sure how well you can see that, but we have 500 night crawlers inside this 15 series Grizzly cooler. These things will stay alive all year. I mean, hopefully I can use them before, mid-July or even June, but I plan on using these things sturgeon fishing a few times. If I can keep them alive, I'll take them walleye fishing. You can even keep them alive all summer, really. Change the dirt out a few times. They will stay nice and alive and strong and sturdy inside this Grizzly cooler. I'll just put this thing in my garage, keep it in the shade. They'll be just fine. And I'd do the same thing with leeches or even minnows, for that matter.
And you're going to be checking in?
Oh yeah, we'll check in here. I mean, I know this thing will be on the Rainy River next week, so stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll do a crawler cooler check-in throughout the next couple months where you can see how well they stored in there. Kind of a neat deal. So store your crawlers, and what Drew's alluding to, like we've mentioned, it's all about efficiency. It's all about preserving some of your investments. So whether it's the food you eat, the fish you catch, the bait you bring with you, these things serve so many different purposes. So If you go to the grizzlycoolers.com website, you can see everything we've talked about. It's the tip of the iceberg. Everything from, there's even coolers larger than this 100 series.
Yeah.
You know, Joe Anderson's got the giant one that he actually brought an entire elk back from a hunting trip in.
If you're trolling for Great
truck.
Lake salmon,
Yeah.
heck, these things are perfect. Seen it many times. Just throw your
Absolutely.
salmon in, bag of ice, done deal.
Yep. So all kinds of colors, sizes, models, makes, accessories. Go to the grizzlycoolers.com website to learn more. Very proud partner of Ice Team. We're looking to put these to more uses again this open water season and get after it and have some fun.